to the earth. We usually either stand or do movements in the chair. You can use the chair for balance. So if we're swinging our legs and you need something to hold on to, you can use the chair. Maybe it's a wall or a piece of furniture that doesn't move to help with your balance. Maybe you just need to be standing there and you may not even need to use it, but just so you know. And then the other thing is that if whatever's being offered for you this morning doesn't work for your body for whatever reason, you can modify. I modify on one side because I have a shoulder issue. Or you could do something else like another posture, or you could skip it altogether. So those are your options. And indeed, if you have yoga blocks, maybe a yoga strap, maybe not, maybe hand weights. But if you have none of those items, we can modify it and work around it. Also have some water if you want to stay hydrated. So I'm going to start with the feet directly underneath the hips. We'll start standing. We're going to lift one heel, the right heel, lift it up, press it down. Lift the left heel, spread the 5 toes wide, and press it down. So you're shifting the weight side to side here. Now you may have noticed if you're using a yoga mat, it's more difficult to balance if you're on a yoga mat. So if that becomes a problem, you could switch to a carpeted surface or a flat floor like tile or wood. It's always easier to balance when that floor isn't moving, and the yoga mat will squish. So let's keep lifting the ankles for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe you want to stay at this pace right here, but maybe you want to start double timing, pedaling those bicycle heels right here. Imagining you're riding through the forest. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe you want to stay right here, but maybe you want to move into a march, a little baby march. So here you're moving forward, opposite arm, opposite leg. Maybe the legs can come up to waist height, but maybe not. You can decide. 4, 3, 2, keep marching on 1. Now we're going to do crossing the midline. The opposite arm and opposite leg are going to cross through the midline. So it would be exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. And then slowly just back to a very baby march. Don't just abruptly stop. And then you're going to slowly de-escalate with the feet until we come back to stillness. Let's roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down, just to open the chest. We spend a lot of our time hunching over computers and shopping carts and steering wheels, and always have to work on that posture. Otherwise, you're going to collapse forward over time. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's circle the other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. Let's shake out the arms. And now you're going to rotate the humerus bone into the shoulder girdle. So what happens here is when you're moving the joints, you're creating your own synovial fluid. Synovial fluid is created when you move the joint. It's like the WD-40 for your joints. So we're creating our synovial fluid for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Shake out the arms. They can come to stillness now. The feet are still directly under the hips. Toes point forward. This is just a little balance experiment. So keeping the feet flat, locate the center of the arch, which is your fulcrum of balance. And you're going to shift the weight forward on the flat foot, come back to center, and shift the weight to the heel. So this is a small movement, but it's also a balance challenge. And then once it feels more normal to be rocking forward and back, maybe as you rock back, the toes lift up, Maybe as you rock forward, the heels lift up. So you've got a little rocker motion going with the feet. As soon as that feels pretty stable, you might want to add arms in. This is called flowing motion. So it's inhaling forward, exhaling back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the arms come to stillness. Keep going with the feet for a bit more. And then slowly, slowly, you're going to bring it down to stillness, nice and easy. Now here you might want to be near your chair, your wall, your piece of furniture. Let's take the weight into the right leg. Let's lift the left heel, now circling the ankle joint. So the ankle joint is going to initiate the movement. You're standing nice and tall on the supporting right leg. Big full breaths. And you'll do a few more in this direction. And then when you find the opportunity, you'll circle in the other direction. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking that heel back down, let's shake out both feet and legs just to stay a little equilibrium there. Now the weight will go into the left leg. You're going to lift the right heel. And now that ankle circles nice and easy. You're standing tall on the supporting left leg. Maybe you don't need to hang on to your chair or wall. And you're circling the ankle. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. And then circling in the opposite direction. You're noticing if this ankle feels the same as the other ankle. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. No self-judgment. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Heel comes down. Shake it out. Nice and easy. Now I am going to use the chair. So I'm putting the weight into the right leg, the standing leg, and then the left leg is straight, the left foot is flexed. You'll start low, but you're going to start swinging that leg forward and back, lubing up the hip crease here. Let's do 8, or as many as you can manage. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly bring it down. Don't just abruptly stop. Nice and easy. Shake out both sides. I'm going to shift to the other side now. So now the standing leg is the left leg. Right leg is straight. Right foot stays flexed throughout. Start swinging that straight right leg. Maybe this side feels the same. Maybe it doesn't. You're just taking inventory here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. And again, slowly bring it to stillness. Don't just stop. Nice. Shake everything out. Now here I'm going to turn the chair so I'm facing the chair seat. All right. So from here, we're going to be fairly close to your chair seat. The body will form a right angle, so you're not going to let the head dangle. You're going to line up the crown of the head with the tailbone. And then you're going to step back slightly. And this may take a little while to figure out how far you need to go back, but this is a standing version of downward facing dog. So once you've got your feet in an appropriate distance from the chair, you're going to try to press your chest close to the tops of the thighs. The arms stretch forward on the chair seat. Big stretch for the back body. For 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly you're going to bring one heel up, bring it down, second heel up, bring it down. So you're moving side to side very mindfully. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. And then maybe bow to your thighs one more time. Slowly rise up. And then place the feet forward slowly. And then if you want to use the back of the chair to rise up, that's an option. Roll the shoulders. Nice and easy. Opening it up. Now if you have a block, grab a block. If you don't, maybe you have a book that's maybe 1.5 inches or 2 inches high. I think this block is about 3 inches high. And I'm going to place it in front of the chair, right underneath there. And I'm going to take the right toes and place it on the block. So now this is you have to be very mindful with this, all right? So we're going to again grab the chair seat and then bow to your right leg while you've got your toe planted on that block. You will be aware of your hamstrings here. Hello, hamstrings. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then rising up slowly. You can take your foot away. Maybe you want to come up to standing and shake things out just so you can recollect. And now we'll go to the left foot. So the left toes approach the block. It's like you're placing your toes there on the top of the block. And then you've got your hands on the chair seat as you bow to your left leg slowly. You will notice your hamstrings. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come up. Don't pop up. Take your foot away from the block or the books, whatever you were using. Shake it out, and then slowly rise up. Open the chest one more time. Very nice. I'm going to take the block off to the side here. And now, let's go ahead and take the chair. I'm going to use it again as for balance. And I'm also going to grab a small weight. This is only a 1-pound weight. And if you don't have any weights, don't worry. You can just keep a soft fist on your thigh. So from here, weight in right leg. Left leg is straight. Left hand pressing to the outside of that left thigh. You're going to exhale to the side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Coming back to neutral, shake it out a bit. And you will notice that the standing leg is also doing a lot of work. So both legs are working. I'm moving away a little bit from the chair. I've got the weight on the inside of the left thigh. The left foot stays flexed. Crossing the midline. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Foot comes down, leg comes out, shake everything out. And now, again, weight goes in right leg. Let's float this thigh up. Maybe with a weight, maybe without. Little pumps for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Shake it out. Give yourself a little break. Give the tissues some chance to recover. And then again, weight in right leg. Relifting up to waist height. Dangle the lower leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming to stillness. Figure 8 with the bent knee. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Foot comes down. Shake it out. Very nice. Let's go to the other side. So no weight or one weight in your right hand. It's the right leg moving now. The leg stays straight. The foot stays flexed. So from here, weight in left leg. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Now shake it out. Recollect. Recalibrate. Nice. Weight in left leg. Weight or no weight on the inside of the right thigh. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then coming back, recollecting, shaking it out. Don't forget to breathe. Big full breaths, LSD breaths, long, slow, and deep. Weight in the left leg. No weight or a weight in one hand here. Little pumps up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the leg come down. Shake it out. Don't punish yourself, all right? Weight in left leg. Lifting it up. Dangling the lower leg for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to stillness, figure 8 with the bent knee. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Take it down, shake it out. It's okay to say ow. And then let's come on to sitting in the chair. If you want to bring your props with you, if you have them, feel free. Otherwise, you can just improvise, and I'll give you those cues, hopefully, all right? So, approaching your chair mindfully, you're going to place the bum closer to the front of the chair seat than the back of the chair seat. And the legs and the feet are in parallel. To start, let's take the legs and feet just a little wider. You're going to keep the heels grounded, but you're going to sit nice and tall, crown of head lines up with tailbone. Maybe you want to pull the flesh away from the sits bones. And for this, both feet externally rotate. Come back to neutral. Both feet internally rotate. Back to neutral. So go nice and slow for this. Exhale, neutral, inhale. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Very nice. Let's bounce the legs. Let's do this for about 30 seconds. Just keep bouncing the legs, and I'll keep track of the time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly, slowly bring it to stillness. Just don't stop abruptly. Very nice. Very good. From here, let's go ahead, and if you've got a prop, this could even be a book if it's handy, if you don't have blocks. You're going to squeeze the block between the two thighs. Now from here, we're going to take the right arm up and over and stretch to the side wall, but you've got to think about keeping the chest square to the front of your space so you're not torquing off to the left. You're stretching the whole right side of the body as you stretch to the left. Fingers reach for the side wall. Top ribs spin open to the sky for 4, 3, 2, 1. Top elbow bends. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Don't forget to squeeze the thighs. Let's do 4, 3. Isometric press with the legs. 2, 1. Nice. Let's take that arm over. Float it down. Let's flex the wrist. Spread the fingers wide here. And you're going to start circling that right wrist. Nice and easy. Circling the wrist, stretching the fingers out, giving those tendons in the fingers in the hand a nice stretch. And then in the next breath, you're going to circle the other way. Nice and easy for 4, 3, 2, squeeze the thighs, 1. Nice. Shake out both arms and legs. Now, lifting the left arm, stretching it over to the side wall. I have to modify. This is my injured side, but that's okay. The top ribs spit open to the sky, and you're squeezing your block or your book or your squishy ball or whatever you're using between the thighs for 4, 3, 2, 1. Top elbow bends. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. We'll do 4, 3, 2. Squeeze the thighs. 1. Now, coming back over slowly, we're going to stretch the hand out on the left, circle it around. Let's do both sides. Let's do both wrists and hands, circling in both directions, just to get used to how that feels. Shake out the hands. Now, top right arm goes overhead. Bottom arm stretches to the opposite side. So top arm stretches to the left, bottom arm stretches to the right. For 4, squeeze the thighs. 3, 2, 1. Windmill the arms now. So now the right arm is on the bottom, the left arm is on the top. Does it feel the same in this stretch? Top rib spin open to sky. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Unwind the arms, shake everything out. Nice and easy. Keep your block or your prop, whatever you're using. Sit all the way to the back of your chair. Now you're going to squeeze that block between the thighs. Let's extend right leg, bring it down. Left leg, bring it down. 8, 7, squeeze the block. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And now here, we're going to extend both legs long, flex the feet. Can you keep them elevated? Maybe one arm comes up. Maybe the second arm comes up. Maybe it doesn't. This is staff pose in a chair, a yogic posture for 8, 7, 6, squeeze the thighs, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms float down, legs float down. Very nice. Remove the block. Very nice indeed. Now from here, let's scoot to the front part of the chair seat so we're not all the way in the back. And here you can use weights or not. So it's no weight or one weight in each hand. Let's go ahead and shrug and drop. Shrug and drop. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then from here, we're going to do some flies. Let's tilt forward with the torso, maybe 10 degrees, 20 degrees. No weight or one weight in each hand, and the palms face the midline. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the arms up on 1. Little palms face the floor. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring them down. Don't let them collapse. If you can avoid it, just shake out the arms, whatever feels good. Let's keep the hands right down by the side of the body here and just drop the chin to the center of the chest. You're going to roll right ear to right shoulder. Come back to center. Roll left ear to left shoulder. Oh. And this is a good place to notice range of motion on the right and the range of motion on the left. So just noticing the stretch on the opposite side of the neck as you roll the head. Oh. Nice and gentle. One more sweep each side. Exhaling inhaling, exhaling, inhaling. And then the chin comes back down to center. Float the chin parallel to the earth. Now just turn the face and the neck to the right, back to center, face and neck to the left. Noticing how this feels in terms of range of motion. Maybe it feels the same. Maybe it's more open. Maybe it's more closed. One more time each side. And then coming back to center, just dropping the right ear to the right shoulder. See if you can stretch the left arm away as you do that. You should feel a deep stretch on the left side of the neck for 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Drop left ear to left shoulder. Big stretch on the right side of the neck. Does it feel the same as the left? For 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Back to center. Maybe just shake the shoulders, shake out the arms. The palms face the wall behind you now. No weight or one weight in each hand. Let's lift right arm up to shoulder height. Exhale only. Bring it down. On the left, exhale, inhale. Let's do for 8, 7, nice and slow. 6, 5, use the muscle. 4, not momentum. 3, 2, 1. Maybe you want to keep alternating. Maybe you want to do the 2 together. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then taking it all the way down. Triple slow time. Shake out the shoulders, shake out the arms. Let's take the legs nice and wide here. You're still sitting closer to the front of the chair seat than the back. No weight or one weight in each hand. And you're going to drop that left arm down in the center of between the legs here. It looks like you're going to drop the weight, but you're not, or your invisible weight. Inhale, exhale, inhale, like you're pulling your arm back for your bow and arrow. So noticing how this feels for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the arm back on 1, little pumps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it back. The arm forms a right angle. Inhale, all the way up, exhale. Inhale, exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Half rainbow arc as it descends to the side of the body. Use the resistance. Don't use momentum. Nice. Shake out that side. Very nice. Shake out the whole arm, the hand. And now you're going to drop the right arm down the center with no weight, one weight, or two weights. Inhale. Draw it back like you're pulling a bow and arrow. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it back, little pumps. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it back. Arm creates a right angle. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Half rainbow arc as it slowly descends. Triple slow time. Don't collapse it if you can avoid it. Very nice. And so from here, let's do no weight or one weight in each hand. The palms now face outward. So it's a soft fist if you're not using weights. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Nice and slow. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then the forearms come parallel to the earth. You're not unwinding the arm. Palms face the ceiling, little pumps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly unwind the arms. Very nice. Very nice indeed. No weight or one weight in each hand. The palms now face down on tops of the thighs. So let's just stay on the right here. Now we'll do opposite legs first, all right? So right and then left. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale for 8, 7, 6, sitting tall. 5, 4, 3, squeeze the abs. 2, 1. Nice. And then coming back to stillness. Now we'll stay on the right. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then that foot comes down. Take a pause in the middle, a breath or two. Let's go to the left. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Very nice. And then taking the weights away, if you were using weights. And let's go scoot to the back of your chair one more time. So now the back part of the thighs have some support. We're going to extend our legs one more time and slightly space the legs a little bit wider. Flex the feet, point the toes. We're flexing and pointing, flexing and pointing. Think about separating the toes as you flex and point, sending blood to those little extremities there. And then you might want to add in circles with the ankles. You could do this half and half if you have difficulty holding the legs up on both sides. And then you can circle in both directions, of course. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Let's just toggle the legs a bit here. Little flutter with the legs. 8, 7, squeeze the abs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then slowly bringing that to stillness. The legs and feet come down. Very nice. Let's scoot to the front part of the chair seat here. Legs and feet in parallels. Hands stacked over the heart center. Or maybe the thumbs hooked together. You spread the fingers wide. And that can be placed over your heart center. You can choose. It's going to be a sit to stand here. So we'll do it nice and slow. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 8, or as many as you can manage. 7, at your own pace. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to pulse here. If you sat down, come on up and see if you can keep the torso upright while you pump the legs. The feet stay flat. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Re-straighten. Arms come down. Shake everything out. Do a little wiggle. I'm going to move some of these props away. And I'm going to turn the chair to face the chair seat one more time. So finding you're standing in front of your chair seat. You're going to go ahead and again return to that right angle position. You're engaging the abs as well. Let's shift the weight to the right leg. I won't mirror you for this. So you've got the left bent knee into the nose. Inhale, bend. Exhale, donkey kicks. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. For 8, 7, don't let the head dangle. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Re-extend. Point the toe, touching down the straight leg. Exhale as you lift. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Re-elevate. Point the toe. The toe touches down right. Lift the leg. Toe touches down left. For 8, 7. The leg is light and empty. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That foot goes back over to the right. You're going to tuck the 5 toes. You're lifting that left heel. Inhale, lift the heel. Exhale, press the heel into the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Left foot joins the right. Let's micro bend the knees left and right. Maybe stand up between sides. That might feel good. Roll the shoulders, open the chest. Take in some deep, full breaths. Very nice. And then returning to our position. This time you shift the weight to the left leg. Right bent knee into nose. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Donkey kicks. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We extend on 1, point the toe, touch down and lift. Touch down and lift. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Re-elevate. Right foot touches down left. Lift it up. Touches down right. For 8, 7. Squeeze the abs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the right foot goes back to the left. The 5 toes tuck. The right heel lifts. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then right foot meets the left. Micro bend the knees left and right. Maybe you want to step back just a bit from your chair seat. Let's come into Uttanasana, a nice forward fold. Let's shake the head yes. Shake the head no. Maybe some horse lips like Mr. Ed. And while you're busy being Mr. Ed, you can micro bend the knees left and right. The feet stay flat. You're stretching out the low back. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. Hands stay at the ankles now, dragging the hands halfway up the shins. Inhale, flat back lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then coming up, hands can remain on thighs. Maybe the feet want to come a little bit wider, and you're tilting forward with the torso maybe 20 to 30 degrees. Let's do some standing cat-cow. Again, working on the flexibility of the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, spread the sits bones wide. Exhale, arch and squeeze like a Halloween cat. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, arch and squeeze. Let's do 4 at your own pace. 3, focusing your attention on the spine. 2, and 1. And then rolling all the way up, nice and easy. Shake everything out. Let's go ahead and just take the right arm in front of the chest and press it into your chest using the left forearm. So you're not torquing off to the side. You're keeping the chest square to the front of your screen or your space for 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the arms right here. Inside elbow bends. Maybe backs of hands reach. Maybe they don't. They don't on me. You're going to do little tiny pumps up to the sky. Big breaths here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly unwind the arm. Shake it out. Woof. And then the left arm comes across. The right forearm pins it to the chest. And you're keeping the chest square to the front of your space for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inside elbow bends. Maybe the backs of the hands meet. Maybe they don't. They sure don't on me. And now we'll pump it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unfold the arms. Shake everything out. Let's end with a little breath of joy here. So it's 3 inhales and then a big exhale on the 4th. So it's inhale, 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 exhale. So you get rid of all that stress from the weekend. Just breathe it out. So pretend you're conducting your own orchestra for this, all right? It's lots of fun. So it's inhale, 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 exhale. Two more. Yeah. And then making any final movements before you return to your chair. Finding a nice, comfortable place on your chair. And then making sure you're sitting all the way into the back of the chair seat. Long spine, crown of head lines up with tailbone. And then we will have a little brief rest here at the end. And by the way, Shavasana is really one of the most important poses you can do because it helps you consolidate all the work we just did for the past, say, 40 minutes. So here's a little quote here from our friend Pema Chodron. So finding your place in your chair, drop the eyes closed, relax the face and the jaw, the back of the neck, and noticing the natural breath. Belly rising on the inhale, belly collapsing on the exhale, inhaling and exhaling. Like the tide rolling in, tide rolling out. And here's what Pema has to say. Mindfulness is loving all the details of our lives, and awareness is the natural thing that happens. Life begins to open up, and you realize that you are always standing in the center of the world. Black Elk said that he realized that everywhere was the center of the world. Basically, everywhere you are is the center of the world. You are always standing in the middle of sacred space, standing in the middle of the circle. So just taking a few breaths here. And then on the next inhale, let's float the palms up overhead, hands meet in prayer. Dropping down the midline, stopping at the heart, samastiti, this beating heart. May all beings be healed and elevated. knowing without exception that they are the living embodiment of the great mystery. I salute the bright light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan.